guys, so here's a quick, simple little trick you can do to your old car to make it look a lot newer, very easily, very simple, and let's just get right into it. So today we're going to be respraying the wiper arms and the wiper cowl. So that will require you to remove them and paint them and reapply them. So I got two different paints here. So here on the left I have basically just a classic paint primer, which is a semi-gloss black. This is going to be for the wiper arms. This is probably going to be the best looking OEM kind of look for it. But over here on the right is this basically peel away paint, which is a lot like Plasti Dip. I think this might be a little bit better quality. It's definitely a lot made for cars, as you can see, but this will be for the wiper cowl itself. So when we're going to be doing the cowl, it's going to be pretty simple. I'll definitely show you how to do it. We have to take the wiper arms off, which are these and those, and then the whole cowl itself. So the cowl is just connected by some clips. The first step to take off your wipers is to take off the little caps controlling them. Sometimes you might need some sort of little flathead or a little pick tool to get them off. The next step is to grab your socket and to loosen it up just like that. It might be a little tough because these bolts can get quite rusty. Next, you're going to press on the wiper like that, and it will basically click down and act like a spring. After that, grab your other palm and kind of wiggle it up. Press down on it while pulling up. That's how you're going to get the wiper off. And you're just going to do the same thing onto the other side. Same thing, press on it with your palm lightly, press down with your other palm, and pull up to the right. The thing I forgot to mention is you can also take off your rear wiper. Very simple, just take that bolt off, bend it, and it's the exact same process. So a lot of cars have different methods of removing the wiper cowl. My car is pretty simple. We have the bolts under these little clips right here, and then I also have this rubber stripping right here that has these plastic clips that are connected to the firewall. So I got this little pick tool, and we are going to take off that bit right there. As you can see, they just have a little Phillips, and it will be mirrored on the other side as well. Next step is to remove these clips right here, which is just holding on this rubber bit. So the way that I like to do it is you're going to grab a panel tool, and then you're going to go like this, and you're going to kind of just pop them up just like that. So what's left is it's just kind of clicked in there by itself. Kind of push it up, and there we go, and that's it. And now's a great time to clean the whole thing. Okay, so I cleaned it up a bit. As you can see, windshield's cleaned. That's a lot more clean down here. And then now it's actually time to start preparing the parts. Be cleaning, respraying, and really just making them look a lot better. So as you can see, the wiper cowl has lots of kind of hard water stains on it. It's very gray, it's very kind of sun-dried. So we're gonna respray that with that Plasti Dip. This rubber stripping right here, we can just basically maybe put some back to black on it, and then the wipers themselves, we will do a little bit of scuffing and respraying them with that semi-gloss black. Get rid of your wiper blades. It's gonna be different for a various amount of cars. This is the simple little J hook right here. All of the blades off. Now it's time to clean all of these parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray it some water, a little bit of soap, scrub it down, just to make sure it's clean before we actually start spraying it. Since these are drying off, the next step is to actually get something like a little bit of a Scotch-Brite pad and just do a light sand on it. That way there's a lot of texture on it and grip for the paint to go on. Since the parts are a little dirty from all the dust from being sanded down, like I said, just a light little sanding on there. I'm gonna grab a paper towel, some alcohol. Right here I have a 70%. Just dab that onto a rag and simply wipe down all the parts. Now this is the time where you're not gonna want to touch the parts really, because this is making sure that it's clean and no contaminants are on the wipers. And if you're wondering about the cowl over here, that thing does not need to be sanded. All you're gonna do is just simply spray on the plastic dip once we get to that step. So here's my little drying setup here. I haven't actually sprayed them yet. I've only sprayed the rear one just kind of as a tester. But yeah, so I have this little setup over here. I did spray those bits just a little bit, but now it's time to start spraying these, which I'll show you guys how to. Here's the piece right here. Have it on a hanger. What you're gonna do is just light coats on it. Remember, we're gonna do this a couple of times, so be light the very first time. We can always come back and do more. You always get a better job if you take your time on it. Remember, do this for all of the arms. We're gonna let it dry for about 10 minutes. And while those other parts are drying, you can actually start respraying the cowl. So like I said, use some sort of thing like a plastic dip, and yeah, really light, even coats. You want to make sure that it's all really covered really well, since there's lots of tiny little grooves on this thing. Sprayed it. This one's a little uneven, a little choppy, but it's just because that can sprays a little weird, but just keep respraying it and it will look pretty good. As you can see, I've sprayed it again. Looking up closer at it though, definitely tell there's a couple larger splats. It must be because I'm spraying it kind of like a strange angle, but it does look a lot better than it used to. It's very dark now, which is good. Alrighty, so these are all dried up here. They've been sitting here for about a couple hours now. And then also the cowl right here is also dried up. So now it's time to put it all back together. Alright, so I put the cowl back in, as you can see. I just have to snap it back in and reattach the strip right here on the ground. And then that should be it for the cowl, and then we have to move back onto the wipers. Cowl is in there. Now it's time to snap this little guy back into it, which is just simply plugging it back into the holes. As you can see, the wipers turned out really well. As I put everything back together, put the wipers back on, tighten them down, put the caps in, and I think it looks really good. Also threw the back together. As you can see, it looks decent. A little bit of orange peel and stuff. Alrighty guys, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. Very simple, very quick. As you can see, very big results that you can do to your car. It's pretty universal with any car. As you can see, I did with mine. Super easy. Hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right, peace out, guys.